Just good day to you guys, and in this video, we will talk about the hard truth. Limang katotohanan na dapat mong marinig ngayon. Because let's be honest, there are things in our lives that we cannot confront. May mga bagay sa buhay natin na patuloy nating iniiwasan. Tapos nagtataka tayo bakit paulit-ulit yung resulta. Nagtataka tayo bakit hindi natin makuha yung mga bagay na gusto natin. We always act confused as if we don't know the reasons why we're not getting or achieving the things that we want. So today, maybe we will confront the things that are holding you back from achieving and getting the things that you want for yourself. The things that are holding you back from becoming successful in life. And maybe these are all the reasons why you are not moving forward in life. And I'm pretty sure that most of you don't wanna hear this. Sure ako yung iba dito, baka mga bagay na ayaw niyong marinig. But I'm here to tell you, kahit ayaw niyo, kailangan niyo marinig. These are things that you need to hear right now. So yes, real talk session tayo. Let's begin. For number one, who you are right now is a byproduct of your decisions. Your life right now, the things that you have, the results that you are getting or creating is a byproduct of your decisions. Sa Tagalog, kung anong buhay meron ka ngayon, kasalanan mo. Ikaw ang may gawa. Ikaw ang nag-create. And yes, we are not victims of our past. Na bago ka mainis, bago ka matrigger, let me explain. I understand that maybe in the past, may mga bagay na biktima talaga tayo. May mga bagay na hindi talaga natin gusto. May mga bagay na may mga taong gumawa ng mali sa atin. Or maybe you are guilty because alam mo sa sarili mo na ikaw yung may ginawang mali in the past. And it's hard for you to actually forgive yourself. I understand that way back, we have stories, we have belief systems. May mga experiences tayo na wala talaga tayo nagawa. There are situations in our lives, especially in the past, that we felt helpless, that we cannot control the outcome. And it's true. During those times, hindi mo talaga kaya. During those times, baka wala ka talagang kayang gawin. Kasi baka bata ka pa nun. One major example is, nung bata ka, nag-away yung magulang mo, nagkahiwalay sila. Ngayon, you are earning your own money, you have opportunities around you, you are even watching this video. Pero feeling mo, biktima ka pa rin nung nakaraan na naghiwalay yung magulang mo. I understand how it feels. Laki rin ako sa broken family. Hindi ko nakita yung tatay ko. Pinalaki ako ng single mom. But I'm not allowing myself to be the victim of the past. I refuse to be the victim in any given situation. Another example is nag-away yung magulang mo dahil sa pera, nagkahiwalay, nagkabate, someone cheated, maybe your dad, maybe your mom, maybe both. Lumalaki ka, feeling mo hindi ka na-appreciate. Lumalaki ka since busy yung mga magulang natin or maybe nasa abroad yung magulang mo. Honor student ka, pero walang pumupunta sa graduation. Walang uma-attend sa mga achievements mo. Walang uma-attend sa mga awarding. You will feel unappreciated. You will feel unworthy. You will feel na hindi ka mahal. And during those times, maybe you are the victim. During those times, maybe it's out of control. Pero right now, you are not helpless anymore. Kasi pwede mo nang ilagay yung sarili mo sa tamang community na ma-appreciate ka. Pwede kang pumili ng tamang partner, tamang kaibigan, na totoong ma-appreciate ka na magbibigay ng pagmamahal sa'yo, na magse-celebrate ng mga success mo. But what's happening with most people is sinasabotahin nila yung sarili nilang success dahil sa experiences nila in the past. Na hanggang ngayon feeling nila helpless sila. And that's what we call learned helplessness. You will learn more about this in the success blueprint. Now, kung ano mang resultang meron ka ngayon, tandaan mo to. Kasalanan mo naman kasi talaga. This is what we call extreme accountability. For example, you are in a toxic relationship. Kung babae ka, sino ba nagpaligaw? Di ba ikaw? Di ba sinagot mo? Di ba naniwala ka? Kung naloko ka, di ba ikaw naman yung nagtiwala doon sa tao? Kahit sabihin na nating pinilit kang maniwala. Kahit sabihin na nating binudol-budol ka nila. Kahit sabihin natin na sobrang kulit nila, ikaw pa rin yung nag-decide na magtiwala. Ikaw pa rin yung nag-decide na maglabas ng pera. Ikaw pa rin yung nag-decide na magtiwala dun sa tao. So technically, hindi ko sinasabing tama yung ginawa nila. Pero technically, you have a choice not to trust the person. So kasalanan mo pa rin yun. Kung lalaki ka, you are in a toxic relationship, sino ba nanligaw? Ako ba? Pinilit ba kita? Ha? Gumawa ba ako ng video? Tapos sabi ko, teka lang, bago ka mag-scroll. Kung sino mang mahal mo, ligawan mo na, di ba? May sinabi ba akong ganon? Pinush ba kita dyan sa babae na yan? Di ba hindi? Eh sir, sabi mo, mag-try ng bago. Sir, sabi mo, try something new in your life. So naghanap ako ng bago. So kasalanan ko pa ngayon. In reality, ikaw yung gumawa. Ikaw yung naglagay ng sarili mo dyan. if you are in a really toxic community. O di ba ikaw yung naglagay ng sarili mo dyan? Kung addict ka ngayon kasi marami kang tropang addict. O di ba ikaw naman yung tumuropa? Di ba ikaw naman yung nagtry? Kung may bisyo ka ngayon at gustong-gusto mo nang mawala, you cannot play victim. Kung hinahapo ka na sa pag-gym, kung hinahapo ka na sa pagbabasketball, kung hindi ka na makatakbo ng ayos, kung hindi ka na healthy dahil sa pagyoyosi mo, dahil sa bisyo mo, hindi mo pwedeng isisi sa iba yon kasi ikaw yung nagsindi. Diba, you will go out of your way to actually buy cigarettes kahit mas mahal na. Bawal na magyosi sa mga lugar. Maghahanap ka pa talaga ng place kung saan ka pwedeng magyosi. Nag-e-effort ka pa eh. So kung ano mang sakit yung dulot niyan, di ba ikaw na yung may gawa nun? If you are in a toxic job, hindi mo gusto yung trabaho mo, di ba ikaw yung nag-apply? Pinagmamalaki mo pa yung sarili mo, binibenta mo yung sarili mo. Humihi ka pa sa garapon. Yung iba nga eh. Ikaw yung nag-submit ng CV mo. Nagpa-medical ka pa. Willingly, pinaghandaan mo, dinala mo yung sarili mo doon. Sa ako hindi ka masaya, ba't di ka mag-resign? Kasi kailangan mo. So yun nga yun. Kailangan mo, so pinipili mo pa rin. But understand that you have a choice. Ang tawag doon, accountability. Now, why am I telling this? Alam kong masakit, alam kong nakakainis. Baka nga nagko-comment ka na ngayon o baka tapos ka na mag-comment. Kahit hindi mo pa tapos panoorin yung video. I'm making you understand na kung anong buhay meron ka ngayon, anong resultang meron ka ngayon, kasalanan mo. Because if you can accept the accountability, if you understand that you are accountable with your decisions, you now have the power to change it. Okay? Magkakaroon ka na ng pakanyarihan. Okay? Magkakaroon ka na ng kapangyarihan na baguhin yon. You now have the power to change the course of your destiny. You now have the power to change the outcome. You now have the power to change the results. Kasi alam mo sa sarili mo that you are in control. So the idea is, kung hindi mo kayang i-accept na kasalanan mo yung buhay mo ngayon, na kasalanan mo yung resultang meron ka ngayon, na kung may diabetes ka, hindi mo yun naman na kung may diabetes ka, kasalanan mo yun kasi ang hilig mong kumain ng matamis. Kung mataba ka ngayon dahil wala kang disiplina, it's because if you cannot accept the accountability, you cannot accept ownership with your decisions. Hindi mo kayang i-accept na mataba ka ngayon kasi wala kang disiplina. Hindi mo kayang i-accept na hindi kasalanan ng magulang mo na may diabetes ka ngayon, na mataas ang cholesterol mo. Pinili mong kumain ng matamis, pinili mong kumain ng matataba, pinili mong kumain ng bawal, pinili mong enjoyin yung pagkain. It is your choice. Kung hindi mo kayang i-accept na lahat ng resulta sa buhay mo ngayon ay kasalanan mo, ikaw ang may gawa, dahil yun sa choice mo, you will feel out of control. Now, ano ba kapalit nun? Pag ayaw mong akuin yung mali, if you cannot accept the mistakes, and if you cannot accept the accountability, feeling mo, hindi mo kasalanan, di ba? Feeling mo, hindi mo responsibilidad yung buhay mo. So, ang kapalit nun, pwede kang maging tamad. Pwede kang mag-procrastinate. Okay lang na wala kang disiplina. Kasi hindi ka naman accountable. So that's the benefit you get from it. But the price you pay is walang magbabago sa buhay mo. The price you pay is paulit-ulit lang yan o baka lalala pa yung sitwasyon mo. The price you pay for it is you will suffer. Hindi ka makakalampas sa struggles and challenges. You will not even grow as a person. That's the price you pay by not taking accountability for your decisions. So it's your choice. Pwede namang huwag kang makinig di ba? Pwede namang hindi mo tapusin tong video na to Pero at the end of the day, the truth will hurt. Either from my words, either from this video, or either pag binatuan ka na talaga ng katotohanan, nakasalanan mo talaga. Kaya lang ang tanong, hihintayin mo pa bang mangyari yun? Hihintayin mo pa bang batukan ka ng katotohanan? At dadating sa point na hindi mo na kayang baguhin. Dadating sa point na it's too late na. Sabi nga ni Warren Buffett, diba, the chains of habits are too weak to be felt. But time will come that it will be too strong to be broken. Yung paraphrasing. But it's true. Nalalaman lang natin na mali tayo kapag lubog na tayo. Kapag sobrang hirap na, to the point na, for most people, hindi na kayang magbago. Nalalaman lang ng iba yung negative effect ng drugs, paglulong na sila. Kapag pabalik-balik na sila sa rehab. Nalalaman lang ng iba yung negative effect ng talpak, sugal. Pag ubos na sila. Kapag nagnanakaw na sila, kapag gumagawa na sila ng mali. Nalalaman lang ng iba na sobrang taas ng ego nila kapag lahat ng relationship sa buhay nila nasira na. Nalalaman lang nila na mahalaga yung magulang nila kapag wala na. Nagiging grateful lang sila sa mga bagay na meron sila kapag nawala na. Nare-realize nila yung importance ng relationships kapag nawala na yung mga mahalagang tao sa buhay nila. Nare-realize lang nila yung halaga ng personal development kapag lubog na sila. And here's the hard truth. Naaalala lang natin yung nasa taas kapag di na natin kaya. Kapag sobrang bigat na. Hindi ba natin nare-realize na kaya tayo nagsasuffer? Kaya maraming challenges, kaya maraming struggles? Kasi naaalala lang natin siya kapag down na tayo. This is something that you must think about right now. Diba? But here's the good news. If you can accept accountability with your decisions, with your actions, kung naiintindihan mo na again, the results that you have is a byproduct of your decisions. Who you are right now is a byproduct of your decisions. Your decision mo, you will gain back the power. You will gain what we call control because power equals control. And when you gain back your power, you understand the power of your decisions. You understand now na ang buhay mo bukas, next week, next month, next year, nakadepende sa decision mo ngayon, yung resulta mo pwedeng magbago. Yung buhay mo pwedeng magbago. Pag nagkakotse ka ng bago, kasalanan mo yun. Pag lumaki sweldo mo, lumaki income mo, kasalanan mo din. Kapag yumaman ka, naging milyonaryo ka, kasalanan mo. At kapag naging successful ka, kasalanan mo. Because you are now accountable. Number 2, the excuses that you have not to do something is the main reason why you must do it right now. Yung mga bagay na dinadahilan natin, bakit hindi natin magawa ang isang bagay? Ang masakit na katotohanan is, yun pala yung dahilan bakit kailangan mong gawin. One example is, hindi ako makapagnegosyo kasi wala akong pera. Pero in reality, kaya dapat kang magnegosyo kasi hanggang ngayon wala kang pera. Kasi ang tagal mo nang nagtatrabaho, hanggang ngayon wala kang ipon. Kasi baka 10 years, 15 years, 20 years ka nang nagtatrabaho, hindi ka fulfilled, hindi mo kasama ang mga anak mo, hindi mo kasama ang pamilya mo, hindi ka masaya, hindi ka nag-grow, at wala ka pang pera hanggang ngayon. Ano pa yung mga dinadahilan natin? Hindi ako makapag-start ng content creation kasi wala akong lakas ng loob. Pero in reality, lalakas lang ang loob mo kapag sinimulan mo na. I cannot start my own business, Sir MJ, kasi I don't have the skill. I'm a follower. I'm a silent follower and I'm watching all your videos. If you've been watching my videos, you will develop skills. You will learn the skills. So you cannot tell me that you don't have the skills. And the truth is, you will develop the skills if you will start your own business. Nagigets kita? You are probably watching my videos and maybe napanood mo na talaga lahat. Pero mas matututo ka kung i-a-apply mo. And paano mo i-a-apply kung hanggang ngayon ayaw mong simulan yung negosyo? Ayaw mong simulan yung bagay na gusto mong simulan. Now, don't get me wrong. You are receiving comments and messages that are creating massive results now simply by watching the videos. And meron din mga tao na napanood na nila lahat ng videos. Yes, they are creating massive results. Yes, they are happy. But when they enroll in the success blueprint, in just 1 month, nakabili ng isang kotse. In another month, nakabili ng pangalawang kotse. Because they are able to utilize everything to recognize their own patterns from the success blueprint course. And maybe most people will say, Sir MJ, wala kasing budget. Or Sir MJ, wala akong time. The mere fact na wala kang time for yourself is actually the main reason why you must take the course right now. That you must develop yourself para matuto ka ng tamang structures. Eh, Sir MJ, hindi ko naman kailangan ng personal development. If you are telling that to yourself right now, that's the proof that you need personal development. Tandaan nyo to Doon sa mga tao nagsasabi na hindi nila kailangan ng personal development, mas kailangan nila. Kasi sila yung mga tao na hindi nila naiintindihan yung importance ng growth, na hindi sila perfecto. You have to understand na yung mga taong mas successful sa atin, na sobrang yayaman, sobrang gagaling, yung mga bilyonaryo, hanggang ngayon nagbabasa ng libro. Hanggang ngayon nag-grow. Because they understand that for them to handle the success that they already have, they must grow as a person. Sabi nga ni Jim Rohn, income does not far exceed personal development. If this is you now, this is your income. Pag tumaas yung income mo, babagsak yan kasi hindi ka nag-grow. Kahit lumaki yung business mo, babagsak yan pag di ka nag-grow. Kahit dumami yung followers mo, pag di ka nag-grow as a person, pwede hindi agad-agad mabawasan yung followers mo, pero maaapektuhan yung ibang aspects ng buhay mo because you are not growing as a person. Dami ng issues na ganyan. Dahil sikat, dahil kinain na ng entitlement, nakakapag-take na sila ng maling actions. And here's the catch. Kailan mo pa sisimulang i-develop yung sarili mo? Kasi for most people, wala kang mailusot. Kasi pinaglalaban nila yung excuses nila. For example, I will say to someone, you can read books. Sir, di ako mahilig magbasa. Hindi manood ka na lang ng video. Sir, nanonood naman po ako Hindi simulan mo nang i-apply. Sir, di ko kaya, nahihiya ako Hindi natatapos yung excuses. But in reality, again, kung nahihiya ka, yun yung time na dapat mong simulan. Kung wala kang pera, kaya mo nga kailangan ng bagong career Kaya mo nga kailangan ng dagdag pagkakakitaan Kasi wala kang pera ngayon. Wala kang time ngayon, exactly. Imagine mo, hindi ka na ngayon mayaman, wala ka pang time. Pero may time kang mag-scroll, may time kang maglaro, may time kang mambabae, may time kang manlalaki, may time kang mag-inom, may time kang mambisyo. You are just choosing it. You are choosing to create a narrative. You are choosing to make excuses. Bata ka ngayon. Pwede mong sabihin, sir, yung nanay ko nasa abroad eh. Yung magulang ko nasa abroad, namimiss ko na sila. Nabibigatan ako. Exactly. That is the main reason why kailangan mo nang kumita ng pera. Kasi bakit ba sila umalis? Para sa'yo. Bakit ba sila umalis? Kasi kailangan nila ng pera. Which means na kapag nag-start ka ng negosyo mo o nag-start ka na ng career na gusto mo, pwede kang kumita ng malaking pera. At kapag kumita ka na ng pera, you can actually retire your parents. Eh sir, matagal pa yun eh. At least nasimulan mo na. Kaya nga kailangan mo nang simulan ngayon kasi matagal pa yon. At kung hindi mo sisimulan ngayon, lalong tumatagal, lalong nade-delay. We are in a world right now that's easy to become successful. It's easier to become a millionaire. It's easier to earn money. We have tools. We have videos like this. We have mentors now. And way back, I have to pay millions. I have to spend a lot of time. I have to spend more than a decade to discover the success blueprint. Pero ngayon, you can access the success blueprint in just 14 days. Just imagine. At pag di mo natapos, kasi nga busy ka, you have 90 days access if you will buy the course right now. Guys, kumpleto tayo ng tools. Kailangan mo lang piliin. Ang nangyayari sa atin, pinipili natin yung shortcut. Pinipili natin yung tunog scam. Tapos sasabihin mo, na-scam ka, naloko ka. Pinili mo yung may promise na ikita ka ng 100,000. Pinili mo yung sasabihin sa'yo na hindi mo kailangan mag-prospect. Pipiliin mo yung sinasabi sa'yo na hindi ka may-reject kasi may ads, kasi may sistema. Hindi mo kailangan magpakita ng muka kasi gagamit tayo ng AI. I'm here to tell you that it's wrong in so many ways. Because your foundation for success is building your character, building who you are. Kaya nga puro high level and quality people yung na-attract natin sa success blueprint eh. Because I'm honest, malinaw. Nasa success blueprint, hindi shortcut. Hindi siya overnight success. Hindi ko sasabihin sa'yo, nagagamit tayo ng AI. Hindi ko sasabihin sa'yo, nagagamit tayo ng sistema para makakagawa ka ng video kahit hindi mo pinapakita yung mukha mo. Hindi ganun. Bibigyan kita ng lakas ng loob, bibigyan kita ng blueprint para ikaw mismo kayanin mo mag-create ng video. Because at the end of the day, kahit kumita ka ng pera, kung insecure ka, baliwala. You will still make excuses, especially in the hard decisions that you will have. Again, if you want to earn millions, if you want to sustain the millions that you will have in the future, and maybe you already have millions, masusustain mo lang yan kung malakas ang loob mo, kung na-build mo yung resilience, kung na-build mo yung character mo. At hindi mabibuild yung character mo o hanggang ngayon pabebe ka o hanggang ngayon puro excuses ka. So yes, you just have to drop the excuses. Again, lahat ng excuses mo, if you reframe it properly, yung excuses na yan dapat yung dahilan mo bakit ka magiging successful. Yan yung dahilan mo bakit mo sisimulan. Yan yung dahilan mo para makamove forward ka in life. Don't use your why as an excuse. In reality, yung magulang mo, yung pamilya mo, sila yung why mo eh. Sila yung dahilan mo bakit mo gustong maging successful eh. Tapos ngayon, magiging biktima ka na ng why mo. Yung hindi magandang trato sa'yo ng mga tao eh. Yun dapat yung dahilan mo to actually develop yourself, to gain back your confidence, to develop your self-worth, para hindi na mangyari yun. Pero yun pa yung dinadahilan mo. So instead of making excuses, try to write all the reasons why you must be successful. Let's do it sa comment section ngayon. Let's reframe everything. Alisin natin yung excuses. Bakit ba kailangan mo magnegosyo? Ano yung mga benefit nun? Lalo na pag successful ka na. Bakit ba gusto mong magnegosyo? Bakit ba gusto mong mag-start ng content? Bakit mo gustong mag-start ng bagong career? Why do you want to pursue art or singing or dancing? Regardless sa career na gusto mo, why do you want to do it? Para saan? Para kanino? What would be the benefit pag successful ka na? What would be the benefit kapag mayaman ka na? What would be the benefit if you are creating results? And even if you are not yet creating the results, imagine the growth that you will have kung sisimulan mo ngayon. Because you start something not just for the results, but for the growth, for the character that you will build in the future. Number 3, this is related to 1 and 2. Actually, this is related to everything. Number 3 is, there's always a delay in everything. Lahat ng bagay may delay. One major example is the law of attraction. Diba sabi, thoughts become things. Whatever you think about will expand. Ask and you shall receive. Diba? Ang sabi sa law of attraction, pag inisip mo at naramdaman mo, magmamanifest into reality. That's true. Pero hindi mamaya agad, hindi bukas agad. Kasi, imagine mo lang ha, kung yung iniisip natin, walang delay, baka tinamaan na tayo ng kidlat. O kinain na tayo ng malaking palaka. Kung naging Spider-Man na tayo, diba? Like, lahat tayo may weird thoughts. Lahat tayo may iniisip na negative. Imagine mo kung walang delay yun. Diba? Ilang beses pumasok sa utak mo na, what if yung sugat ko may lumabas na caterpillar o lumabas din yung kinain ko? Nagigis nyo ako. Like, guys, sorry, it's really visual. Diba? Pero ang dami pumapasok sa isip ko na weird na bagay na naiisip ko araw-araw. Di ba? What if yung sun biglang lumakas tumama sa Earth? Alam mo yun, yung mga ganun ka-weirdong bagay. Imagine mo kung walang delay yung iniisip mo. Wala na. Sabog na yung Earth. So, may delay yung law of attraction kasi hindi tayo perfecto. Hindi laging positive yung iniisip natin. Because there's what we call momentum. Let me explain momentum. Kailangan ng isang bagay tuloy-tuloy bago maka-move forward ng sagad. Kailangan ang isang bagay tuloy-tuloy bago maka-take off. Even the habits, you know. Ang graph ng pag-form ng habits, hindi siya straight line. Looks like this. Hindi siya magte-take off dito. Pag nakapag-build na ng momentum. Same ko sa aeroplano. Hindi take off ang aeroplano kung mabagal siya. No, it won't take off that way. Kailangan dire-diretso, tuloy-tuloy. And then, pag nakapag-build na ng momentum, mass times the acceleration, aangat siya. So, ibig sabihin, yung bigat at yung speed, doon siya makakaangat. Gets? That's momentum. P is equal to mass times the acceleration. So, pag mabilis yung acceleration nitong aeroplano na to, makakapag-take off siya. That's what we call momentum. Using that formula, hindi mahalagang mabilis lang. Okay? Kasi kung mabilis lang, pero magaan naman, it will take more time bago maka-take off. Kasi mahina yung momentum. So, ibig sabihin, kailangan mabilis yung acceleration mo habang mabigat yung hinahandle mo. Nagagets niyo ako? Which is the reason why yung mga big businesses, mas malakas sila mag-take off. Kasi mas mabigat yung hinahandle nila. Yung mga small businesses, ang bagal mag-take off kasi mababa yung mass. Kahit mabilis yung galaw, pag hindi siya heavy, pag hindi siya mabigat, mababa rin yung momentum. That is the main reason why it's okay if we have challenges and struggles right now. It's okay kung mabigat. Kasi nandun yung growth sa bigat. Even when you go to the gym, saan ka mag-grow? Saan ka lalakas? Lifting heavier weights. Pag hindi nag-increase yung weight, hindi nag-increase yung muscle mass. Pag hindi nag-increase yung repetition, hindi nag-increase yung muscle mass. Pag mababa yung frequency, ang bagal mo mag-workout, hindi mag-increase yung muscle mass. Walang momentum. So, ibig sabihin, kailangan tuloy-tuloy para ma-build mo muna yung momentum. Now, there's also what we call negative momentum. The problem with most people is, ang tagal na nilang gumagawa ng mali, ang tagal na nilang tamad, ang tagal na nilang nagpo-procrastinate, ang tagal na nilang toxic and negative, nagbasa lang ng isang libro, nakinig lang ng isang podcast. Feeling nila dapat bukas nagbago ng buhay nila. Tandaan mo, yung negative na buhay mo ngayon, it took time para ma-develop. Nakapag-create din ng momentum, nag-take off din yung negativity sa'yo eh. Nag-take off din yung toxicity sa'yo eh. Nag-take off din yung negative results sa'yo eh. Alright? Which means na may momentum na yung negative results. So, kailangan mo siyang palitan ng positive momentum and it will take time because there's always a delay in everything. For example, 10 taon ka nang nagyoyosi. Overnight, gusto mo, magkikwit ka? No. Every single day, you will fight the urge. Every day, you must create a winning day. Kailangan mo siyang iwasan araw-araw until you create momentum. Imagine, 20 years ka nang mahirap. Tapos 3 months ka palang nagbe-business, naiinip ka na. 6 months ka palang nagne-negosyo, naiinip ka na. Hindi mo mas matagal kang nabubuhay na mahirap? Mas matagal kang nabuhay nang wala kang pera. Tapos 1 year, 2 years, naiinip ka na. But in reality, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years may be enough to create momentum. If tuloy-tuloy. If araw-araw. If consistent ka. But the problem with most people is, again, 3 months pa lang kine-question na. Ito worse. Yung iba, 3 days pa lang kine-question na. Yung iba, 3 weeks pa lang kine-question na. So, napuputol ngayon yung momentum. Imagine mo, it took you decades to develop high cholesterol, high blood, diabetes. Tapos gusto mo, 1 week magaling ka na. Kaya nga lumalala yung mga sakit, di ba? Kasi panayang inom ng synthetic drugs na instant yung relief, na instant yung result. Hindi natin namamalayan, lalong lumalala yung sakit natin. Samantalang ang daming organic ways to become healthier. But it will take time. But if you build enough momentum, consistent ka, eventually pag take off niyan, magbabago ang buhay mo. But understand that there will always be delay in the results. Hindi agad-agad. Okay? Huwag niyo masyadong bilhin yung hype na overnight pwede kang yumaman. Huwag niyong bibilin yung hype na 1 month pwede kang yumaman. Pwede kang magkapera, doesn't mean mayaman ka na. Pwede kang kumita, doesn't mean kaya mong sustain yun. And that's actually the importance of Success Blueprint. Paulit-ulit ako dyan, guys. I'm here to tell you that Success Blueprint is the best course right now. It is something that everyone needs right now. Hindi lang nila nagigets pa sa ngayon. But if you wanna be successful and you wanna get the edge over the competitors, over the marketplace, unahan mo na silang mag-enroll. Sure ako, ngayong taon, putok din ng Success Blueprint. Unti-unti nang sumisikat eh. Yung mga students ko na yung nagpo-promote eh. Sila na actually yung nagbebenta kasi alam nila yung value. Alam nila yung resulta. And mind you, we don't have affiliate programs, okay? Walang income opportunity, walang business opportunity. Kahit i-promote mo sa Success Blueprint, hindi ka kikita. But the students are promoting it actually. Because they know the results. They just wanna contribute. Kasi pag nakuha mo yung mga bagay na gusto mo, you don't wanna get anymore. You know? Pag nag-grow ka as a person, na-build mo yung character mo, na-build mo yung Success Blueprint mo, it's not about getting things from other people. It's about contributing to other people. It's all about creating significance to the lives of other people. So yeah, for you to understand more about who you are, life, success, in general, especially you want to be successful, you have to get the Success Blueprint course right now. I'm here to tell you, 3 days pa lang, sobrang saya mo na. 3 days pa lang sinasabi mo na sa akin, oo nga, sobrang ganda ng course. And you will be able to face the reality. Okay, hindi natin iiwasan. Ibig sabihin, kung mahina loob mo, palalakasin natin. Kung may mali kang beliefs, babaguhin natin. Kung wala kang clarity, magkakaroon ka ng clarity. Kung wala kang definition ng success, magkakaroon ka ng perfect definition ng success. Kung hindi mo naiintindihan yung patterns mo, hindi mo alam bakit paulit-ulit na lang yung ginagawa mo, hindi mo maintindihan bakit paulit-ulit yung resulta, ginagawa mo naman yung best mo, magkakaroon ka ng clarity sa Success Blueprint, magkakaroon ka pa ng structures, at mas magiging productive ka every single day. It will create transformation in your life in less than 14 days, especially if you immerse yourself in the course. Right? We're gonna put the links in the description, somewhere here in this video, and in the comment section. Because again, this is extremely important. You have to confront yourself right now. Na teka, mukhang kailangan ko nga ng personal development kasi tinatamaan ako sa sinasabi ni Sir MJ. Number 4, you will be tested, especially when you are doing the right thing. Susubukin ka, lalo na kung tama yung ginagawa mo. Here's the common problem I have with my students. Lagi nilang sinasabi, Sir MJ, ba't ganun? Tama naman yung ginagawa ko. Paulit-ulit gumagawa ko ng tama. Even in your content, sobrang relatable yung sinasabi mo, sobrang klaro, sobrang malinaw. Pero bakit ang tao, bakit ang Pilipino ang gusto yung clout? Bakit kahit alam naman nila na minamanipulate sila ng mga influencers, may mga influencers na nagpa-plastikan, na dating magkakaaway, tapos magbabate to create trends, to create attention, tapos papanoorin ng tao, tapos kikita sila sa monetization. Bakit ang audience nandun ng attention sa mga taong nagpa-plastikan, tapos gumagawa ng mali, tapos naninira, tapos bandang huli sila yung magsisiraan. Tapos hindi nagigets ng mga tao yung inconsistency nung sinasabi ng ibang mga influencers. Tapos bakit Sir MJ, ikaw yung hinihate? Stuff like that. I get those kind of questions. But here's the catch. Marami ka talagang dadaan ng pagsubok kapag tama yung ginagawa mo. Even if you go to the Bible, si Judas yung gumawa ng mali, si Kristo yung pinako sa krus. Do you guys get the point? Nagrabe yung pinagdaanan ni Kristo, di ba? Grabe yung pinagdaanan ni Jesus. Kahit siya yung gumagawa ng tama. And all the stories, even yung mga mythical, yung bida, yung gumagawa ng tama, laging sila yung na-challenge. Laging sila yung may pinagdadaanan muna. Bakit ganun yung formula? It's because if you are doing the right thing, you have to build your character. You have to build resilience because it is harder to handle. Kasi sa panahon ngayon, mas maraming negative, mas maraming pabebe, mas marami ang entitled. I have respects to everyone regardless of the gender. But do we realize na mas sineselebrate ng mga tao yung Pride Month versus Father's Day? Like yung mga tatay, araw-araw pumapasok sa trabahong hindi nila gusto para lang makapagbigay ng pagkain sa pamilya. Lumalayo ng bansa kahit hindi nila gusto. Araw-araw pumapasok kahit hindi nila gusto. Araw-araw nagsasakripisyo kahit sobrang bigat. Naglilihim, tinatago yung nararamdaman para lang hindi madama yung pamilya nila. Yung mga tatay, sila yung nasa risky jobs. Gaano ka risky magbarko? Gaano ka risky maging OFW? Gaano ka risky umakyat ng poste ng kuryente? Gaano ka risky yung naghuhukay ka ng kanal? Gaano ka risky yung gumawa ng kalsada? And yet, people are not paying attention to Father's Day. Because again, the fathers understand that they will be tested. Ang goal lang nila, makatulong sa ibang tao. Ang goal lang nila, makapag-provide sa pamilya nila. Because they are doing the right thing. So, ibig sabihin, hindi porket wala kang resulta ngayon, mali na yung ginagawa mo. It's just that you have to grow further. You have to build your character. You have to have resilience. Nagtanong sa akin, tapos ang sabi niya, Sir MJ, what's your greatest wish for your daughter? And ang sagot ko sa kanya, my wish for her is to struggle really hard, to sacrifice, to face a lot of challenges, enough to build her resilience. Because if you wish for an easy life, you will become weaker. And that's the problem with people nowadays. Tandaan nyo ha, lahat ng shortcut, lahat ng mabilisan, hindi po nagtatagal. I've seen that in my life already. It's a conscious pattern. Try to detach from the numbers and look at the quality of life. Because we are in an era right now that almost everything is an illusion. Detach from the numbers muna and look at the reality. Pag tinignan mo na parang yung gumagawa ng mali, ang ganda ng resulta, sure ka bang maganda ang buhay nila? O marami lang silang views, marami lang silang pera, pero wala silang core values, wala silang prinsipyo, nasasagasaan nila yung sarili nilang core values, malayo na sila kay God. And what makes you so sure na si God yun ang bibless sa kanila? If they are doing evil stuff, and they are being blessed right now. Tingnan mo sino nagbe-bless sa kanila. Like even in the comment section. For example, yumaman ka sa drugs. So sino kliyente mo? Di mga drug addict. Alam naman natin, yung ibang drug addict, sila yung nakakagawa ng masama. Sila yung nananakit, sila yung nagnanakaw para lang makapag-drugs. Sila yung gumagawa ng mali with an excuse na may tama sila. Yes, pwedeng mas sikat sila sa'yo ngayon. Kasi tama yung ginagawa mo. Pwedeng wala kang masyadong kita sa content creation. Kasi tama yung ginagawa mo. Pero tingnan mo yung comment section nung kinaiingitan mo. Maganda ba? Positive ba yung sinasabi ng mga tao? O hindi quality yung mga tao na nanonood? So if you detach yourself from the results, ano talaga yung totoo? And this is a conscious pattern. Ha? Tandaan nyo to. Kasi baka dumadaan kayo dito ngayon. There's a pattern in life, especially in my own personal experience, na na-experience din ng mga taong mini-mentor ko. Especially the billionaire clients and friends that I have. Bago ka makarating dun sa next goal mo, dun sa next level na ikaw, dadaan ka muna sa sobrang hirap na pagsubok. It's as if that you are being tested. And the weird part is, kung saan ka mahina, dun ka tatamaan. Kung ano yung weakness mo ngayon, dun ka inaatake. So akala mo, pagkakataon lang siya. Akala mo, tsamba lang siya. But in reality, yun yung magpapalakas sa'yo. One major example is, bago ako naging milyonaryo, na-scam muna kami ng 2.5 million. Bago ko na-earn yung second million ko, nawala yung first million ko kasi hindi ako naturuan na mag-keep ng pera. Naturuan lang ako magbenta, paano kumita, pero hindi paano i-keep yung pera. Natuto ako mag-invest sa real estate kasi paulit-ulit kaming naloko ng contractor. Paulit-ulit kami nagkamali ng bili ng lote. Paulit-ulit kami nagkamali ng decisions. Akala nyo ba lahat ng nangyayari sa amin, puro positive lang? No. Actually, mas marami yung negative na nangyari. Mas marami yung naloko kami. Pero doon kami nag-grow. Doon kami lumakas. Doon kami na-develop. Doon na-develop yung character. Nakapagtayo ako ng sarili kong network marketing company. Nagkaroon ako ng sarili kong company. Naging executive vice president ako ni Wix. It's because nakita ko yung mali sa networking. Nauso yung mga monoline. Nauso yung mga pandoloko. Nauso yung mga scams. And I wanted to become the new face of network marketing, which is happening right now. Because aside from worldwide entrepreneurs being the trendsetter in the network marketing industry, I'm also teaching other network marketers. Ibig sabihin, wala akong scarce mentality. Hindi kailangan lahat ma-recruit ko. Wala na nga akong pakialam sa recruitment eh. Kasi yung mga leaders ko na yung bahala doon, trabaho nila yun eh. Pero ang trabaho ko, tumulong sa lahat ng tao. Main reason why I'm creating massive content regardless kung nasa ang industry ka. Aminin mo na, baka nga networker ka ngayon, tapos nakikinabang ka sa mga videos ko, di ba? Kayo mismo, nasa ibang network marketing kayo, nasa ibang company kayo, pero nanonood kayo, ina-apply nyo sa buhay nyo. Nasa ibang industriya kayo, pero ngayon, na-i-apply nyo sa buhay nyo. Kumikita kayo. And that's the main reason why I started Success Blueprint. Para yung mga tao magkaroon ng access sa mga trainings ko. So yung mga taong ayaw mag-join sa WE, may sarili kang vehicle, may sarili kang career. Nasa network marketing ka, nasa ibang kumpanya ka, OFW ka, negosyante ka, gusto mo mag-start ng negosyo o malaki na yung negosyo mo, pwede kang mag-enroll, pwede kang matuto directly from me. And you don't have to join Worldwide Entrepreneurs because my goal, my dedication is to help you, to create value for you. Ang nakakatawa dito, one of my students, Faith, in just 2 months, dalawa yung nabili niyang kotse because of Success Blueprint. At nasa ibang networking yun. I have students like Miss Maria Jeanette na nasa ibang network marketing pero pinopromote niya si Success Blueprint because she knows the value of it. We have Michael Fernandez na may one-on-one mentoring with me. And now, his company is earning a lot. I have a student named Lori na top 1 sa ibang network marketing company. And meron kaming goal. At ang goal ko, tulungan siya. So, ibig sabihin, nakarating ako kung nasaan ako ngayon dahil paulit-ulit akong naloko ng mga tao. I was tested over and over. So, kung ikaw may pinagdadaanan ka ngayon, sobrang bigat. That is actually an opportunity for you to trust more and to have faith. Yan yung opportunity mong mas maniwala sa sarili mo. Yan yung opportunity mo na mas mahalin yung sarili mo pag nag-struggle ka. Kasi pag nalampasan mo yan, that will be the next level you. So, instead na mabigatan ka, instead na maging biktima ka, be curious. Anong pwedeng mangyari pag nalampasan mo? Number 5, whatever you do, you will lose people. Na ito yung pinakamasakit na katotohanan sa lahat. Kasi, ganito yan. Kapag mali yung ginagawa mo, of course, you will get attention. Kung mahilig ka sa negativity, sa clout, alam nyo na yun, guys. No? Alam nyo na yung tinutukoy ko. Of course, you will gain a lot of audience. Diba? Pero, you will lose the real friends that you have. You will lose the quality people na sumusuporta sa'yo. You will lose the quality people na mataas yung tingin sa'yo. And the idea is this. If you are doing the right thing, if you are positive, you will lose the negative people. You will lose the toxic people. When you start your own business, you will lose people. And I'm not saying pababayaan mo sila. I'm not saying you burn the bridges. Well, ako personally, I do that. I'm not saying friendship over. But the reality is, maiiwan talaga sila. Pwedeng mahal mo pa rin sila. You can love your friends from afar. Pero maiiwan mo sila if you wanna grow as a person, if you wanna develop yourself, if you wanna be successful. So in whatever you do, you will lose people. Example, you are an athlete. You have friends in volleyball. Nakita mo, wala kang career doon. Lumipat ka ng track and field. So magbabago na ngayon yung community mo. Iba na yung kasama mo mag-practice. Kasi ibang sport na. And then you play basketball. Iba na yung mga kalaro mo. Iba na yung mga tropa mo. Naiiwan mo talaga sila. Doesn't mean hindi mo sila mahal. Doesn't mean hindi mo sila gustong maging successful. Pero you will spend less time with these people. Kasi may bago ka ng kasama. May bago ka na kasing career. So in everything that you do, in every decision you make, you will lose people. Kahit na high school ka pa lang Kahit nga estudyante ka pa lang Pag lumipat ka ng school, maiiwan mo yung dati mong classmates. So it's the reality. Nagkakataon lang na habang umiidad po tayo, mas mahalaga yung relationship sa atin. Sabi nga nila, di ba? As you grow older, your family becomes more important to you. Your friends become more important to you. And that's the reality. So as we move forward in life, as we grow older, mas mahalaga sa atin yung mga mahal natin sa buhay. Kaya lang nga, may mga tao pa rin at may mga mahal tayo sa buhay na maiiwan natin if we make decisions. And most of the time, yun yung nag-hold back sa atin to make a decision that will change our lives. Pag nag-abroad ka, pwede kang kumita ng malaki, pero maiiwan mo yung pamilya mo sa Pilipinas. But you have the chance to go back, celebrate life with them, build real estate, build business, build passive income. Or pwedeng sila yung kunin mo. Buong pamilya yung dalhin mo kung nasaan ka. But it will take time. Merong delay, di ba? For example, you're doing something in your life. Lumalaki ka, tumatalino ka, nag-grow ka as a person. Pwedeng saraan ka ng mga tao. Kasi ang nangyayari, the more that you grow stronger, the more that you become a better person, lumalaki kang puno. And you become really attractive. You become really magnetic. Pero yung may mga maling mindset, may mga maling beliefs, sisiraan ka niyan. Babatuhin yung bunga mo, sisiraan ka niyan. So of course, kung may mga taong maninira sa'yo, you will lose people eventually. Sino mawawala? Yung mga taong maniniwala doon sa paninira. But here's the catch. Kawalan ba talaga yon? Kasi para sa akin, hindi Para sa akin, awareness yon. Kasi ang thinking ko, sa 23,000 na videos na na-upload namin, na wala kaming sinaraan na kahit ng isang tao, na all I do is help people create value. Gumawa pa ako ng exclusive community, Master University for free. Napaka-affordable ng course at alam na alam nyo yan mga students. Alam na alam ng students natin kung gaano dapat kamahal yung course. But all I wanna do is to help people. I'm spending a lot of money to maintain the podcast episodes. I'm spending a lot of money to create videos for you guys. And all I do is help, and create value and contribute. So ang thinking ko, kapag itong akala ko kaibigan ko, naniwala sa paninira sa akin, hindi siya kawalan. Kasi nagets ko na mas naniniwala ka pala sa paninira. Mas naniniwala ka pala sa negativity. Sa dami ng magandang pinakita ko sa inyong lahat, dyan ka maniniwala. So hindi ako nawala ng tao. I was able to gain awareness na teka, hindi ito kasama sa future na binibili ko para sa sarili ko. And I realized that when I lose people, and then when I detach from it, when I detach from the emotions, and I step back from it, and then focus on the vision, focus on what I want to do, focus on my purpose in life. Kahit may mga taong nawawala, ito yung good news. May mga tao ring dumadating. The people who will really love you for who you are. The quality people who will know your value as a person. Na ito talaga yung makakasama mo sa future na binibuild mo. So either way, kahit anong gawin mo, you will lose people and you have to be prepared for it. Especially if you're doing the right thing and if you wanna be successful. At tandaan nyo na ang daan sa success, masikip. Hindi ka superhero. Hindi mo maisasama lahat ng tao sa paligid mo. The best you can do is dumaan ka muna, maging successful ka, sanayin mo yung sarili mo sa success. And then saka mo balikan, sunduin yung mga taong kasama mo. Sunduin mo yung mga taong mahal mo. Sunduin mo yung mga taong willing magpatulong sa'yo. That's what I'm doing right now. From time to time, I buy watches, I buy suits for myself. I have moments of success in my life. From time to time, I go to Tony Robbins. This August, I will go to West Palm. I will travel with my mom. That's another success moment. Pero I will gain the knowledge. I will gain experience and then go back to serve you. So, ibig sabihin, natutunan ko sa buhay ko na kaya ako paulit-ulit na loko. Kaya sobrang sakit na na-experience ko sa buhay ko. Kasi pinilit kong isama yung mga taong hindi naman pala kasama doon sa future. Pinilit kong sagipin yung mga ayaw magpasagip. Kailangan ko pala munang sagipin yung sarili ko. At kapag nandun na ako, madaling bumalik. And guess what? Baon-baon ko ngayon yung powerful tools na pwede kong i-share sa inyo. Yan na yung mga videos natin. Yan na yung mga podcast natin. Yan na yung mga content natin. At yan na yung success blueprint na patuloy na nag-grow. Because right now, I'm creating new modules. I'm here to announce that Success Blueprint will be the standard in personal development. And it will grow big really soon. I'm really excited for everyone. And I really hope na kahit real talk to, imbes na magalit kayo, sana natauhan kayong lahat. Because what I want for you is to become successful in life. So if you like this video at tinamahaan ka ng sagad, i-share nyo sa mga mahal nyo sa buhay para tamaan din sila. Maybe, kailangan din nilang marinig yung mga bagay na narinig nyo sa video na to. And if you are really serious about learning, if you want to grow as a person, and if you want to be successful and get the edge in the marketplace, get the Success Blueprint course right now habang may promo pa po tayo. And I would love to hear your success story really soon. So yun lang guys, this is the end of the video, and always remember that everything good starts with a yes and yes. My name is MJ Lopez and see you soon.